Good morning. Good morning.
The first chapter complete. You can call the first 10 games of the Premier League season the first chapter because if you're being truly honest, we talked about the table lying. The table does lie. The table doesn't tell you the truth. If we look at the Premier League table so far, if you look at the Champions League table so far, it lies. Some of the other tables doesn't lie. Like the League table doesn't lie. A couple of years ago, the Serie A table didn't lie. It was Juventus and the rest. But the Premier League table does lie, but the first 10 games gives us a snapshot, right, of kind of what the season is going to play out like. Right around Christmas is when it really takes shape. But if you look at it now and it's lying to you. Bournemouth aren't the fourth best team in the league. They have been so far, but over the course of 38 games, that will not be so. But there are other conclusions that we can draw. We can draw certain conclusions from the Premier League season so far. Yeah. And we'll get into that. I have my ideas of what I've learned so far about the Premier League title, the Premier League in general, the first 10 games. And I'm very interested to see what you all think. Well, I'm very interested to listen to and hear what you all have learned of the first 10 games of the Premier League season so far. And I can't even get 2 minutes in the monologue before Claire comes in and does Claire things. Hey, you ever heard of those people who win the lottery and just disappear? You never hear from them again? That's Claire. I don't know what's going on with Claire. Claire is just made of money, but Claire, we at the community greatly thank you for your support, but you don't have to do that. We always say, but you know what Claire is like? Claire is like that person that you tell, don't look down. You know, you're doing some kind of an excursion, some hot air balloon, some climbing a ladder, some roller coaster, some zip lining, something, and you're trying to calm the person down, and you tell them, don't be scared, and you say, don't look down. That's the worst thing you can say to someone while they're up there. The first thing they're going to do is look down. So we tell Claire, you don't have to do that. What does Claire do? Fuck what you're talking about. I'm gifting these memberships. But we thank you, Claire. We thank you. And we value what you contribute to the community of VBK Sports. Love for the love in my Turkish voice. I can't do it. But big up to BX Gunner. Another 5 games to really open up the table and see who is who. So another 5 games will take us to what? Mid-December. Might as well run until Christmas. Because we got what? I think, yeah. Throughout November, because we have some tough fixtures. Liverpool have a favorable run coming up. And we will see what we are made of. We will see just how much vim and how much more of the chest is going to remain. Because right now you can't tell man nothing. Man, them are saying Arsenal got this locked up. Ours to win, ours to lose, however you, whichever word you decide to use. But I'm not there yet. I am not there yet. There is no world where I'm willing to declare victory on a 6-point lead. With 84 games to play. Not doing it. Big up to Latvian Gunnar. Not going to be here. Catch up later. Must take care of the little one to judo. Hey, got to teach him, man. Got to teach him how to defend himself. Big up. Big's got to, say, 6 Sunderland the first 5 games, and then the break, and we will see where we fall on the table. Big up. Big up to AFC always. Hope you are doing well. Saraya has to improve his positioning when from direct free kick. I've noticed this on several occasions. His position makes it almost impossible for him to get his hand on the ball. There are so many areas of Raya's game that he could improve, but the fact that he got the brick wall of the Guna Galacticos in front of him, it covers up all that. You know, whenever he makes a mistake, it's going to be so glaring and it's going to be so shocking, people won't believe. Like the next time Arsenal can see the goal, it will be national news. It'll be like a plane crash. Big up to Jagans, Anfield the Red. Big up to my brother Waffle Don. Big up to you, Sabi. Love. Brother, the next time Arsenal Football Club can see the goal in the Premier League, it will be a national emergency. Breaking news. That's what it will be. It's like a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse. Big up to Cooper. It's getting so rare, or people are starting to make memes of David Raya on the beach like he has nothing to do. Can you imagine Ramsdale behind his defense, the guy that said he couldn't focus for 90 minutes, having not conceded any goals, conceding one shot in the entire month? Ramsdale would be back there making a complete ass of himself, giving it to the fans and all that. Breaking news, says Anfield the Red. Breaking news, he said. What? Oh, man, I can't even. I'm slow on my soundboard this morning. I should have been found it by now. My God. Breaking news. Wolves stole to hold talks with ex-manager Gary O'Neill, but remain interested in. You got to be trolling. You got to. Gary O'Neill. That shit. Matter of fact, send him to Rangers, right? They just took Russell Martin from that relegated Southampton, bring his ass up there, let him flush out. These English managers are not making a good name for themselves, and there is no way that I mean, they're begging for relegation if they bring Ten Hag back to the Premier League. And in the event that Eric Ten Hag comes to the Premier League and actually cooks, oh my God, that would be another indictment on the English faithful, because there's literally Eddie Howe right now, and I think the Strasbourg manager might be English, but Eddie Howe is the only English manager that's saving grace. The rest of them, man, are just absolute loonies. Big up to Boy 10, big up to 24, you locked in. Blessings to everyone, says Alvin. Big up to you, man. Gavin Legend, how goes it? Anfield the Reds, I got 67 FPL points. Hey, well done to you. I still got Grealish and one of the Sunderland left center backs to play for me today, so hopefully I can catch you up. I heard you all on the playback, and if you do what Corey Taylor likes, I'm not against it. Okay, Claire, you are such a treasure to the community. Big up to Hendo in the building. Hope you are well. Got to put it on the screen again. Another 5 memberships. I have no idea who those went to. Might be running out of subs to send to now. Yeah, calm down, Claire. Karma. AJ, my mod. Bigging up Claire. Look at all this love in the chat. Big up to Jagans. Manners and respect. G. Hope all is well. First 10 games is only an indicator of the first 10 games. The deciding metric is around the 30-plus game mark. Now, with that, I can disagree with that and say, if you going up until you take the next 10 and then the next 10, so the next 20 games, if Arsenal Football Club win the next 20 games, then game week 30-plus become inconsequential because we would have had the league wrapped up. And then we'd all have to apologize to Boy 10 that's saying all the madness. Yeah, you can't win the league in the first 10 games, absolutely, but you can damn sure lose it. And you can damn sure get an indicator of who is going down, because I can say with absolute certainty that Wolves are going down. And if you don't believe that, if you're a betting person, put some money on Wolves staying up. You could win, because the odds of them staying up, tiny. But the first 10 games, kind of important to state your claim, right? The first 10 games had Liverpool fans calling for their manager to be sacked. You see that? The first 10 games, the first 8 games, because they wanted him out after the Chelsea loss, then after the Palace loss, and the next Palace loss, they wanted him out, and then the Brentford loss. So even less than 10 games, they wanted him out. The first 10 games prove Arteta is still a coward because he refused to back Man City and Liverpool. 5 points he cost us, AJ. We are going to be the reminders of that. We are not letting. I'm putting a notification on monthly, and it pops up 5. The 5 points that Arteta cost us. Big up to Godfrey, man. The legend that is Godfrey. Sabi Pinky in the house. My brother, Waffle Don. My G. You are good. Big up to Cooper, man. I wanted to drop by and show my support. It's always welcome, my guy. Respect to you, man. Big up to Mark in the house. Big up, Darren. I have one problem. Don't you think that the bar is low with Gyökeres? We were on the neck of Laka when he did not score, and he had a better link up game than him. I like Yuck, but yeah. So you've heard me say I'm concerned, but I'm not worried yet. Um, yeah, Lacazette's link up play was good. Not gonna lie, with him and Aubameyang. People forget that Aubameyang won a Golden Boot playing in the front two with Lacazette. What I would say about Gyökeres is not that the bar is low. What I'll say is that we knew his profile going into the season. We knew what he was. He never pretended to be a link-up guy. He never pretended to be a silky Thierry Henry type player. He never pretended to be an Isak or none of that. What his profile was a clinical running through on goal, bagging 97 goals over 2 seasons in the Portuguese La Liga. That's his profile. So when he comes to Arsenal now, his strength is what I just described, and that's what we have to play to. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you can't bring a striker to your team and then expect him to mold and rewire his game to fit your system. You knew what he was. He's 27 years old. This is who he is. Gyökeres is not going to become something else. So that's my only issue when people say the bar is low for him. He is what he is. We know what he was. He is a goal-scoring machine. You give him chances. If those 2 big chances that fell to Bukayo Saka yesterday or on Saturday fell to Gyökeres and he missed them, then you can be concerned because now he's missing chances. Now he's out here looking like Jesus and he's looking like Havertz. That's low in confidence, but that's not the case. He got his chance. Boom, he scored. He's the one who created the chance for Saka. Someone was asking me yesterday, do we think that Saka would have played him in the same way he played Saka in? Especially someone who's thirsty for goals, the way Gyökeres is. So until we start putting chances, putting him through, playing him through, and he's missing them, then I'm going to be like, yeah. You see how Chelsea treated Hakim Ziyech. You see how Liverpool treated Darwin Núñez. Even if we win the title and he is not what we expect him to be because he's missing an abundance of chances, then we'll move him on. We're not tied to any player at the hip. We should have kept Ramsdale. He wished he would be taking selfies with the fans during games. Facts. He would have been back there just chilling. This is what Ramsdale hoped he could have time back there. He wouldn't have to concentrate. There was nothing for him to do. Ryan needs a deck chair, a cigar. Yeah, man can be back there trading stocks, bruv. Wolves in for Ten Hag. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if Anfield Darrell is fucking with us. I haven't seen that report, but oh, he said he's not joking. Hey, listen. I don't think the Wolves crowd are gonna go for that. I'll tell you what. I think the Wolves crowd would take a punt on Ten Hag before they bring back Gary O'Neill. Because it was damn near toxic with him before he got sacked. It's not like he resigned. AJ says, Mark, no, it's because Arteta doesn't want Gyökeres because Gyökeres to work because he's not Šeško, basically his guy. Eric Ten Hag comes to England and keep Wolves up, he would be goated. Yep, especially in the Midlands, bro. Yeah, big up to Cooper. Love, bro. Appreciate you checking in. Mito! I like Mito from Ball Chat FC. Big up to Mito every single time. Dio, one thing I agree, Raya is overrated. Trade him, Oblak, please and thanks. I rate Oblak. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think Raya isn't our biggest problem at the minute. And if we're gonna address all our problems, fine. But if we're gonna plug one hole in January, I'd prefer we plug the left wing because that's where I think our weakness is. That's where I think the chain could snap. Big up to me though. Love, man. I'm here for it. New Wolves manager bounce incoming, and they got Chelsea next, don't they? I think they have Chelsea next. Yep. No, they don't. Who they have next? They have Chelsea in the next couple of games. Yeah, they do have Chelsea next. Yeah, maybe they can shithouse the draw, take some points off the Chelsea because we know the Chelsea is very inconsistent. Yeah. Imagine Chelsea lose that. It would be dark. Hey, took the words right out of my mouth, Godfrey. We the best, says Dal. Another one. That's what he gets. Big up to Guna Rican TV. Hope you're good, bro. Laka couldn't run. That's the problem, right? We would turn teams over. The ball would be in the 18, and then we look for our striker in Laka. Laka be on the center circle guy. He couldn't get there. But I am. Most of us are disappointed that Gyökeres played the best half in an Arsenal shirt, and then the injury god said, "Nah, brother, sit down. We're gonna niggle you." Niggled out of training today, but there is no doubt in my mind. Even though he didn't train today, I think Gyökeres plays tomorrow. I really think he does, and if not tomorrow, he 100% plays on Saturday against Sunderland. Big up to Gunnar man. Hope you're good, bro. Let's start paying Raya per save, and he'll only get paid if the shot was on target. And so I said this a couple of weeks ago that I think teams are going to start incentivizing their strikers. But like, if you score against Arsenal, you get an extra 50 racks in a brown envelope under the table, because we can't have these men going through 2 months straight not conceding a goal. Like, who they think they are? Chelsea. The Chelsea defense, because I think at this point, someone told me, I didn't check it, but I do. It was from a credible source. Someone actually said at this point during the 05-06 season, the Chelsea team hadn't conceded a goal at all at this point on 3 November. And we've conceded 2 set pieces, 1 from open play. Still a fantastic record. But if we go through November, and I said this on the Gunners Lounge last week or 2 weeks ago, that I would say I don't think we concede another goal to the international break. I think the next time we concede a goal is the Bayern game. 100%, and I'm sticking by that. And we keep a clean sheet during that game. Oh, my days. I'm not hearing enough praise for Berta in all of this reveling going on around some spaces. That's the real MVP in all of this. I'll tell you what, if Berta can get some, I'm hearing Gabby Jesus being linked away. If Berta can get money for Gabby Jesus in January, long, and all of a sudden we'd be like, what the hell was Edu doing? Edu was here collecting a check and not doing his job. Damn near dereliction of duty. If Berta can come in and do all this in less than a year's time. Because I think around January would be a year's time of him in the seat. But Summer can walk into the Emirates as well. Yeah, he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Not going to lie. Made on a mad run last year. But right now, the way Mikel loves David Raya, the way he binned Ramsdale off, the way he was ruthless to get this guy in, he is not. He ain't gonna do that. We can win the league without going in the market in Jan. We sure can. But you wanna close that loophole, don't you? You wanna dot all your I's and cross all your T's to make sure that you have a rock solid alibi. If you want to get away with murder, a rock solid alibi can help you out. Airtight. Whoever you include in your lie needs to be well abreast of what you said before they get interviewed. We have everything already. It's time to win. The season of no excuses. I 100% agree with you there. Big up to LFC Monster. Big up to you, bro. Hope you are good. A Rice injury. A season ending. You know what? I think Rice picks up a knock, a muscular injury that keeps him out for a couple weeks. We might be okay, but a season-ending injury, those set pieces, the way we would miss him on those set pieces, the whip that he puts on those set pieces. Now, maybe on the left-sided set pieces where we got Odegaard or Saka can do that, but the ones that you require a white foot whip in-swinger, there's no one in the team that can do it like Rice. No one. I don't think there's no one in the league. It's Kevin De Bruyne that can deliver those set pieces the way that Rice does. I can't agree with that. He is the engine that keeps us moving. Yeah, he is the engine. That's why do you men think I was in here panicking last week when he was scheduled to start after he pulled up against Palace? I'm like, no, bro, man, don't need to start today. I'm seeing today that Gyökeres is out of training and Zubimendi is being rested. Rested for what, brother? You don't play tomorrow. You don't play until Sunderland. So you can train. Arsenal bringing back their record sale. I see. What? That's some Ike Tay stuff. ITK stuff that I'm not up on. No one, yeah, the set plays, man. The whip that he puts on those balls. Oh, balls, but you know what I'm talking about. Jesus to Everton or Juve. I heard. He can get money for him, but if you can't get money for him, or if it's just a loan where we still have to play like 200K of his or the bulk of his salary, then let's keep him. Just keep him. We can use him in the FA Cup games, you know. When we draw Bristol and Exeter and Colchester and Coventry and that, he go out there and score a hat trick. That's his level, the cup games. So if we can't get money for him or offload his salary, might as well keep him. He can be useful in the cups, or he can give Saka a break. Right, rotation piece. Wasn't Saka on course to break the assist records before his injury last season? We have set piece takers, guys. Heck, players can be made better at taking set pieces too. Yeah, but you know, Saka is left-footed, like I alluded to earlier. And the one that those in-swinging corners from the left side of the pitch, that where you need the right foot. There's no one else to do it. You can't understate that. That they are so dangerous. Even the Atletico, that the free kick, not even just the corners, the Gabriel goal against Atletico. You need a right-footed in-swinger from there. Who else in the team is doing that from the right side? You can get that from Saka from the left side. Saka's delivery has been fantastic, but for balance, yeah, no excuses. So I agree with this statement. It doesn't stop us. Declan Rice goes down with an injury, season ending or not. I'm still expecting 2 trophies, starting with the EFL Cup. We need another CM in January. Bring me Quentin Timber. Okay. Emmanuel Cone. Hey, Cone. I'm calm with that. You know Arsenal love them some PR Dow. And the Timber brothers. So Raya, the injury doesn't stop us. You're telling me Kepa wins us the league, or never mind the Champions League. I think Kepa is good in the cups, actually. I think in a penalty shootout in the FA Cup, EFL Cup, or the Champions League, I actually prefer Kepa than Raya. Let's not forget that Raya dives 2 days early when he's on pens. For us to fail this season, we must have man, that right there. Bring back your record sale. Ox has been training with you. What the hell? Come on, man. What, for like with the under 23s, or for like a coaching role or something? Ox. Funny thing is with Ox, the last when I used to go to games, the very last game that I went to, Ox scored in that game. It was the EFL Cup game in October 2016 against Reading. Ox scored both goals. So big up to Ox, but come on now. Bring back Alba. You're gonna bring back Ox now. Don't bring back Alba. Bring back a 36-year-old Alexis Sanchez to play on the left wing. Yeah, give us 50. Come on in the 75th minute and get the stadium on their feet. Bring those guys back, you know. But nah, Ox. Nope, not having that. At this very least, come the end of the season, I'm sincerely expecting us to live some sort of doubles, cup double, UCL and Prem. Any variation, any combination goes. I'm here with it. We're leaving the party with 2 hands full of trophies. I'm here for it. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you now. If he wins the League Cup, he definitely throws the FA Cup in the bin to focus on the League and Champions League. Wouldn't put it past him. That might be something that he would do. You know, there's pressure on him to win one of the big ones, but I don't care. I want the FA Cup. I want that. Bring back the Nils. There you go. I want the FA Cup, brother. You know, we're the record holders of the FA Cup. I want us to put some daylight between us and Man United and the FA Cup. They're too close. You know, they're way too close. Bring back. Hey, big up to the Shell Don. Say it's like a Panda River Panda Bank. 1 minute he's expecting a trophy. Next minute, I don't trust this manager. Come on, bro. Give me something conclusive. Are we it or not? 1 minute he's expecting a trophy. The next minute is I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I want to apologize for not trusting Arteta. I don't trust him. Do you trust Arteta? The reason why most of us don't think we can win because we've seen him fuck this up so many times. I don't trust Arteta, bro. Do you trust a fart when you have diarrhea? Nah, that's no. What are we doing here, Sheldon? Am I reading this correctly? Are you saying that I'm saying I don't trust Arteta, but I think we will win? I don't think we will win because of Arteta. I think the squad is good enough to win. That's why I don't trust. That's why I'm angry at him with the decisions that he's made because he's already cost us 5 fucking points. I don't trust him. He is the reason why we haven't won anything. I believe with this squad, any other manager would have lifted silverware by now. You are cognizant that we haven't won a trophy in 5 years. Why is that? It's him. So many things I trust before I trust Arteta. A broken record. I trust Bill Cosby to make my damn drink. You can trust the fart while you have diarrhea all you want to. I'm not doing it. Nope. That's it. Bring back Torah. Big up me though. Predictions for the PSG Bayern. Ooh, some bangers tomorrow. You know, I don't even know which one I'm gonna watch. Is Trent gonna play? I don't even think. I looked at the predicted lineup. Trent's not even in it. They got Valverde starting at right back. I'm like, I don't know, man. Whoever decides to air them at the same time needs to be in prison. It's a mad one, isn't it? Yeah, one should have been the early game. I know we got the early game but shit. Xavi Alonso probably won't play Trent at all. You know, Xavi Alonso played for Liverpool, played for Real Madrid. He knows the dynamic. It's a tough one. I think you showed me your predictions here. I'm going. AJ is going 2-1 Real. With I'm going 3-2 Real, and I'm going PSG. I'm going 2-2 PSG Bayern as well. I think there will be goals in that game. But yeah, I'm picking Real Madrid to win. I fully agree with Vigilante. Ben White is finished. We need a right back. Trade him for Max Aarons, please and thanks. Nah, we ain't doing that. Yeah, I think Real Madrid wins. I absolutely believe Real Madrid wins, but I still have fever dreams about Walcott, Ox, Shambo, and Rio. Yeah, Wenger was getting top four with them, man. You know, Wenger was out here getting top four with Shamak and Benayoun. And don't be expecting trophies. I am expecting trophies, bro. We're Arsenal. What are we on? Like, you think Palace was expecting a trophy last year with Oliver Glasner? We're a better team than Newcastle. We're a better team than Palace, and they're leaving the party with trophies, and we're not. Newcastle came to the Emirates and beat us 2-0. Then we went to and then lost there 2-0 because of our manager versus theirs. Mito said 3-1 Madrid, 4-3 PSG. PSG can concede, you know, but I don't see him concede 4. Is that game? Where's that game at? Is that game in? Oh, it's in Paris. Well, shit, it don't even matter with those two teams. Tell him again, AJ. Quite frankly, all the weakest elements of our squad been solved, so I'm expecting W's. No Kivior to me means a win. You know, this Kivior thing, I'm not buying. I'm not buying this Kivior thing, bro. The Kivior did not cost us the Champions League last year. In the running, he was our best center back. He was damn near flawless against Real Madrid, and it wasn't him that got cooked against PSG. Will you trust the 40? Yeah, brother. That's what Arteta is. He's 5 years trophyless. He's been shitting trophies, and I'm supposed to trust this fart? No. Nope. Squeaky bum time. Nope. Not doing it, brother. So many things I trust before I trust that motherfucker. You know, like a police officer selling weed. You know, I don't do blind faith, bro. I'm not following anyone blindly into an ambush. You know, I did that I wouldn't be sitting in front of you, man, today if I was just, follow people blindly. Until Arteta proves that he can win something, I don't believe it. You have to show me. Now, say, for example, we would sack him from first, right? We would make history and sack him from first and make history and give this squad a proven winner, then I'd have more chest. But someone who's never done it has to show me. You can't tell me shit, bro. I will not trust a fart when I have diarrhea. Would you trust a legally blind bus driver? A legally blind bus driver? Do you trust Cosby? Yeah, man. There are so many things I would trust before I trust Arteta with a 6-point lead. And that's the thing. It's not like we're running away with this thing. It's a 6-point lead with 84 points to play for against Man City. What are we doing? Did we not have an 8-point lead with this manager and get chased down and completely fucked it? My wife Camille loves my drinks. Big. New fans don't even trust Arteta. Those that have more than 5 brain cells. Then why is BBK Sports expecting 2 trophies? Because it's the season of no excuses. Either win or move on. You can win in spite of. Okay, Sheldon, I know say you kick football. I know you played ball, right? You have played ball with some man in the team that could not play. But you had enough to overcome and still get the job done, right? In my 24 years doing this stuff, I've had some shit commanders, some shit leaders, but the mission still got done in spite of them because the team was good enough to overcome the shortcomings of the manager, so to speak, or the commander in my sense. Just because we have a shit commander doesn't mean that we cannot seize that airfield. We cannot complete this raid. We cannot do the search and rescue mission. We cannot do this humanitarian effort because the person leading us is not as great. This squad is good enough to win something. And if he fails to win with this squad, with this defense, that proves that what we all think of him. That you need the sun, the moon, and everything to be perfectly aligned for you to win some shit, bro. 3-1 Bayern says Dow. I think PSG. That Bayern defense isn't great, the state of the Bundesliga, they have so much of the ball. There will not be no 60-40% possession versus them and PSG. PSG was going to have a lot of this ball. A repeat of last season will do nicely. 2-0 in both Real Madrid and the City games. Think you lose both of these, man. Think you go right back into the shit. Because the squad can do the League Cup and the FA Cup double minimum. We should have done that last season, and he binned them. Ben White finished. He hasn't looked like, I don't think he's finished, but he damn sure don't look like the 2023, 2024 Benjamin White, who was damn near, in Team of the Year conversations. 16th biggest club on the planet. Trophies won. Damn clear, man. And now you're not making any sense. We're good enough to win or not. Jesus Christ. Am I not speaking another language? Bro, what are we talking about? The squad is good enough to win, but the manager isn't because he hasn't proven that he can lead this team to a trophy. He hasn't done it. What part of that don't make sense? The Bayern Munich squad was good enough to win. Thomas Tuchel didn't win. Bayern Leverkusen won the damn invincible. They sacked and brought in Vincent Kompany, a manager who was relegated Burnley. Bang, they won. So the hierarchy at Bayern Munich knew they were good enough to win. They just knew that Thomas Tuchel wasn't the man to take them forward. Jurgen Klopp knew that he had taken the Liverpool team as far as he could take them. And he resigned because the squad was good enough to win. Arne Slot comes in and walks the league. Makes complete sense. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. But we'll pause at the 36th minute and we let the Broad Street bully of the chat enter and we big him up, man like E. Ross.
Maybach music.
Rose a born stunner. I can blow money. Even when I'm shopping, that ain't no money. him Big Meech, Larry Hoover, whipping work. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be initiated. I'm burning purple flowers, it's burning my chest. I bury the most cash and burning the rest. Collar on my polo, kisses on my necklace. All my diamonds watching, now my watch is getting.
Maybach music.
Big up to Eros in the building. You know, Eros is the shit, you know. Eros is the shit. Eros just walks in and be like, hey man, get the fuck up out my toilet. I'm the guy. Eros, I don't forgot that Claire even gifted more memberships. So I gotta clap Claire again if I can find my soundboard. And I gotta get back into the I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like we get to the top of the league and we're not conceding goals, and all of a sudden, man, them who were critical of Mikel and critical of the squad and keep the trophy standard high, all of a sudden are challenging their top Guna energy. I don't get it. 1 second. While I get caught up, because you know the Broad Street bully that was Eros threw me off. I don't think it's correct to have expected trophies last season. To have expected trophy last season, but not to expect a trophy this season. I agree. He's leading the circus. Yeah, I mean, you can win in spite of having a manager that you don't think is good enough. When I say the team is good enough, I'm talking about the squad. This squad of players. Right? You don't have a defense that can concede 3 goals all month, 1 shot on target all month, and tell me that you need something else to win. You know, March to May is a whole different season for us. We're built for it. No, the deepest squad, the best squad in Europe, is what the top Gunners are saying. Kiwi trash, bro. Never passed the eye test. Horrendous center back. 1 good game, never saved him. Now, I never said he was great or anything. What I'm saying is we did not lose the Champions League last year because of Kivior. We're not going to scapegoat Kivior as the reason why we didn't win last year, and because he's gone is why we're going to win this year. Call me a fake fan. I don't care. I'd rather Sunderland win the Prem than LFC. It would be such a good story. Oh. And Sunderland fans would love it. Also, I love the tears from the Newcastle fans. Yeah, there's not a team I love that much that I want them to win. There's not a story I'd love that much. You know, as much as I love Fulham. Hell with that. It is good enough. That's why every fan is saying that we are the favorites. You know. So, big up to Eros. Yes, sir. Manners and respect when Eros checks in. They made excuses as to why we bottled an 8-point lead. Yeah. I mean, it's like Kai Havertz didn't volunteer himself to go back into the midfield against Villa. Arteta made that decision. Until he makes that decision, until he lifts the trophy. Nope. Don't believe. Bertha dangles the short list of replacement for managers at Arteta every match. Just to remind him when he fucks up. He'll be like, yeah, he's got the dossier. Like, hey. When the next time we can see the goal, Bertha should pick up the phone and be like, and look at Arteta. Like, hey, I'm calling Zidane, you know. I'm calling Inzaghi. My college team went unbeaten the whole season. See, there you go. But was everybody in that team good? I'm pretty sure there was a player in that team where you're like, this motherfucker. Like, we won in spite of him. He contributed nothing to the team. When I played in Kalterbern in Germany, bro, we had this one guy, a couple of guys, that, you know, they were the passengers. Absolute passengers in the damn side. Every team has one. It is just it's much more dangerous when it's the coach. That's the liability. That Bayern defense is high powered too. It can be got at. You know, that Bayern, that Ballon d'Or front three that PSG has can cause them problems. He has factually showed the League Cup and the FA Cup in previous seasons. You're telling me we couldn't have won any of them 12 trophies if we actually attacked them. Bro, the way we got punched up at home versus Newcastle, you know, in that semifinal, man, it was just mad. Big up to Jason Guna. Man, as I respect my G. Hope you are good. The Maybach music. Don checks in. You know it. Yeah, man. The intro is always a big one. We're Arsenal. Big boy shit. And be big boy shit and say we don't expect trophies. The Waffle Don said we have to. Let me settle this with my opinion. I don't think we will win the league. I'm behind the team while enjoying it while it lasts, because only a matter of time before Arteta strike. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Because if he wins the League Cup, I'm happy. I'll be celebrating the fuck out of the League Cup in February. But if that's all that he goes on to win, then okay, there's the proof that, bro, you weren't good enough. You were given the best squad with the best defense, one of the best number 10s in the world, one of the best right wingers, the best this, the best that, the best this, the best that, and you still couldn't win. What more do you need? Because why can't we win this League Cup? Anyone? Is there a team left in the EFL Cup that's better than us? No. That's my answer. We're better than Liverpool. We're better than all of them left in the team, right? We have the best squad. So if we're the best team left of the 8 teams in the League Cup, let's go and win that motherfucker. No excuses. We win that, and we move on to the next one. And we're gonna win. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can do things concurrently. So we have the squad to win the League Cup while winning these next couple of games to maintain our spot at the top of the Premier League. But I agree with you when you say you don't think we will win the league, because a 6-point lead with 84 points to play for, I don't trust them with it. And anyone who's telling you that they trust them with it, they're full of shit. Pause. Big up to Gunnar and say, I have faith in the players. They will help us win it. Yeah, the players overperform. Doesn't matter what the manager do. You know, if say Arteta sabotages the squad and plays Eze at left back, and Eze drops his shoulder, run down the wing, beats everyone, and slapped it in the top corner. That's overcoming. 1 goal in 7 semifinal matches, says Shane. Proves how much of a bottle this manager is. Let's see how he handles a loss or an injury to Rice or Gabriel. Make the real Mikel Bundy. And people, if you did not, make sure that you go check out Shane Gunas yesterday, Off Topic. Kenny Ken, the Jezza, Gianni. It was a treat. It was my favorite stream, and it wasn't even mine. I've downloaded that stream. I got YouTube Premium. I've downloaded that stream. I watch it over and over and over again because we were discussing the best international team of all time, right? And it was a fantastic. I learned so much yesterday. That damn Kenny Ken, yeah. They called him the encyclopedia, but that damn Kenny Ken, the ball knowledge on that guy. You know, when Kenny Ken is on like that panel on the roundabout on Dan Potts' show, big up to Dan Potts, it's his birthday and that, but I don't watch it live. I watch it on the playback so I can fast forward to the Kenny Ken segment. You know, I fast forward to Egal's Waffle and D and that positive. I just fast forward through that bullshit and get to when Kenny Ken is speaking. Because in no world in football where we want to hear Egal speak more than Kenny Ken. That guy, man, was absolute legend. Back in the winner's circle this week. Yeah, Liverpool are back in the winner's circle this week. Yeah. And you know what? You know what you're not hearing? Has anyone heard the curse of Diogo Jota? Oh, is Jota why they were playing badly? You see, when they win, all of a sudden, Jota name doesn't come up. Shame on them motherfuckers. Using this right, let the man rest in peace. Writing his name for their shit form. Because if they go on to win against Liverpool and win against City, you won't hear shit about it. But when they go 0 for 4, they're still mourning. Stop it. That's another thing I learned over the next 10 games. They play well, you praise them, and they're great. But they play shit, and B-dubs and big preaching them, and you can't criticize us. They're still mourning. Shut the hell up. We're not hearing that. What are we doing? But there are plenty of things that we can draw from the first couple of games, first 10 games, or the first chapter, as I call it, in the Premier League. Big up to Shane Laguna for checking in. Big up to Gunnar SC. Hope you are good, bro. Yeah, Gunnar Rican TV in the building. Make sure that you are subbing, showing them some love. Gunnar Rican TV until the start. Califiore as a striker, bro. Do you know? He's a madman. How are we celebrating the manager learning how to rotate in year 7? It's mad. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're Gunnar Rican. I don't know how long you've been watching BBK Sports, but one of the things that when we started to turn the corner, so to speak, when people were giving him credit, he's learning, he's doing this, saying that he's starting Eze. I'm like, bro, why are we pretending like him starting Eze is a difficult decision to make? That decision is made for you. I'm not giving you credit for starting one of the best creative 10s in the Premier League in his position. You don't get credit for that. You don't get credit for perfect attendance. You're supposed to go to school. You go to school, you make the good grades, and you are A+, then you get credit for that, right? You get to go to the award ceremony. But when I go to the award ceremony and every kid is getting award for excellence in science, excellence in math, and then they call my son name and he's getting an award for perfect attendance. What are we doing? We're giving them credit for playing the players in their position. Like, what are we doing? Now we're going to give him credit for starting Gabriel and Saliba. We're giving Arteta everything he wants. Now he needs to give us what we want. Facts. This is it. This is it right here. What we demand. He's been given everything every modern manager claims they want. Time, money, resources, your own players. Time to coach him up and all that. Every manager who's been sacked, I guarantee you go ask Russell Martin right now, who just got sacked from Rangers. He would say, give me more time. Ten Hag, give me more time. He's been given that. He's been given what? A free reign. Nothing in between. And I'm supposed to trust him. Nah, brother. Nope. It feels good and enjoy it. Back-to-back L's on Wednesday. Right back. Hey, amazing stream. I'm blessed to be surrounded by absolute football knowledge geniuses, both on the panel and in the chat. Proper football conversation, people. Shane the Gunner. You know who Shane is. The less said about Shane on here, the better. Because you, man, know who Shane Gunner is. Absolute legend. Lightning rod in these YouTube spaces. For more faith in Arne Slot to pull out some more wins. I tell you what, the Liverpool that they're getting tomorrow, the Madrid that they're getting tomorrow is not the Madrid that turned up last year. With that hole in the middle. And this is the Madrid that showed up last year. Where is it? That's the Madrid that was there last year that they beat 2-0. That's not what's showing up tomorrow. You see that hole in the middle? Arda Güler wide, that damn hole in the middle. Liverpool was Gravenberch was just running through that. A 59-year-old Luka Modric. You see that? And Vinicius was out. Mbappe was out wide, like hugging touchline and that. Now he's gonna be in his actual position tomorrow, running at that fridge called Konate. And Vinicius will be back in the squad. Him up against Connor Bradley. I think Vinny can get some change out of him. That's what you're getting. You ain't getting this shit tomorrow. You're gonna get a heavy dose of now there will be goals in it. And I kind of hope you get into a shootout. Get into a shootout with that Madrid side. Because and those one-on-ones that Allison be saving you out of. And Mamardashvili ain't that dude. Yeah, I was sitting there. I should have took notes. That's why I went and downloaded the stream because I want to keep that one forever. But I should have brought a pen and a pad and taken notes. Is Liverpool faves again, or is it still yours to lose? Brother, we're not doing the to lose thing. It's our title to win. That's the language that we're using. It's not Arsenal's title to lose. It's ours to win. It's there to lose. The damn trophy is physically at Anfield. They have it. That's the language that we're losing. 10 games in hand. 10 games in, and it's the perennial second places. Yeah, I'm not buying that. We're not doing that. We're not playing hot potato with the pressure. You telling me that the champions who broke the transfer record twice can't make up 7 points out of a possible 84? It's ours to win. Yeah, we're not doing the. Yeah, man. Yep, all of it. Well, the 15 that says Chief, it's the Reno United. It's the team that I played for when I was in North Carolina. So that was my going away gift when I was going to Germany. The one above it is my plaque when I was leaving First Special Forces Group. The one, no shit. The one that, you know what? Yeah, they're all too much to name. There's some on this wall as well. You know, there's probably, I'll explain them all next week on the member stream. Make sure you tune in for that. Against the bane of our European experience over the past years in Madrid, I think it'll be a win or a draw at best given the form of the two teams so far. If the squad is fully fit, we can judge how Arteta has learned from his rotation failures in the past. Yeah, and the thing is, part of the squad staying fully fit, responsibility falls on him. Because if you're overplaying players, then they're more inclined to get injured. We can't sit here and pretend like we didn't hear everyone, rivals, peers, everyone in the football universe was saying that Saka was being overplayed, and he's the only one who didn't hear it. And then, grade 3 hamstring tear. So he has some culpability in managing the squad to minimize the injuries. Obviously, he can't, predict a roll of the ankle and shit like that. But he has to monitor these players' minutes and make sure he doesn't overplay them. He knows the damn schedule. We know the schedule. He knows the schedule. Jesus Christ. AJ, that's not my argument at all, though. We are here, so we must deal with him being here. Yep. We deal with him must being here until May. May, you don't win? I don't want to hear it. Because there is nothing that he can tell us. What else can he tell us this May if we're leaving with shame on our faces? What up? We go again, guys. Let it hurt, guys. Like what? We don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Everything that comes out of his mouth if we don't win, I fuckery. Nope. Say if Emery had activity won the FA Cup, would he got all these years and money? The players had down tools on Emery, man. Those players down tools on Emery. And after the shit that Emery yesterday's stream, I said we went from one crazy Spaniard to another. Because we see Unai Emery go to Anfield and decide to play out from the back, even when everyone could have seen that goal was coming. And guarantee you, when Emery comes to the Emirates, they park the bus. He will go to Anfield, play out from the back, have Emi Martinez pretending like he's Verts and giving Mo Salah a direct assist to an open goal, but watch him come to the Emirates and play. He will not play like that when they play us. Guarantee it. So I think Unai Emery is a good manager when he wants to be, but other than that, fuck him. He can fuck right off as well. Jason, no, I don't know. He got the money. It's for the players' health, that is. Big up, people. Make sure that you are hitting the like. We are at 25 likes. Greatly appreciate it. Manners and respect. And so we are back to the leopard in the tree settings. I hear it. Surely the injuries can't be from overplaying. They were too early in the season for that this season. But you're right, in the past injuries. Yeah, we see them play. We don't know how hard they train. If he runs them the same way in every training session, then he is a part of it. A lot of times guys get injured in training. What the hell is going on in training? We heard that about Poch. The training sessions used to be intense. Antonio Conte. So he can't injure players in training. I understand you train as you fight. We train as we fight. Just as we do live fire exercises. We don't all do our training with blanks. We have to. I get it. But if you're running, man, for 2-3 hours on Wednesday, and then you do it again on Thursday, you do it again on Friday, and they pull up with a muscular injury on Saturday, you're at fault. The players are not going to not run. They're going to obey the manager. You can't show up to work and not do what your boss says. Does any club go through a season without injuries, though? No one has ever had a fully fit squad in modern football. Not with all the games now. Yeah, sadly. So we go into every season knowing and anticipating that you're gonna have injuries. So last year when he gutted the squad and sent all these men out, ESR and Reese and Eddie, and didn't get anyone in, didn't complain about injuries. But then again, when we're 4-0 up and Bukayo Saka is still on the pitch, right? Or we're 3-0 up against Preston North End in the League Cup and Bukayo Saka is coming on. Why? The hell with the muscular injury. What if someone clatters into him and takes him out? If these championship teams don't play by Premier League rules, they're much, much rough. But over the years, he has those miles that are already on your car count towards the hose getting rotten. Just because you park it for a couple of days doesn't mean those mileage add up. They count too. One thing that will temper those injuries is having Arteta not play players while injured. There it is. Give him man injections in that and still walk away empty-handed. If we had won the Champions League last year, he would have been justified. Hey, he brought Saka back. You may have fucked him up, but he has this big ears that he can put next to his pillow at night. Now he hurt his other hamstring and he don't have the trophy either. You know? Sheldon said, if we kept Emery, we're doing our players a disservice. Why would you lobby for this merchant? Yeah, I'm fully, got the disdain for Emery now, man. He can fuck off. The shit that I be seeing him do against other teams, and then come to the Emirates and all of a sudden want to put his fucking coaching hat on. So Arteta, you better not lose to this son bitch. When we got Villa. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 8 games time, we got them at Villa Park. Don't care. 3 points. We did the second. We lost the last day of the season 2 seasons ago now. So what we actually did, this Emery guy folded to this dusted version of Liverpool. Yeah, disgusting. You know what? Bro, there were 4 different plays before that. They're trying to play it from the back, and it wasn't happening. And Liverpool literally set up like, hey, we dare you to do it. We dare you. Go ahead and do it. And he took the bait. Emi Martinez. Turned into Verts. Arteta has done a lot better so far with the rotation of the squad. Bodes well for the rest of the season, or at least till the new year. Yeah. Rotated well. Full back 5 against Brighton and Port Vale. Okay, calm. Him and Emi Martinez taking the piss. Stay there, you villains. I was so pissed off at that. You're at Anfield. You have to let Liverpool earn their goals. How many goals has Mo Salah scored? They say 250 something. 250 Premier League goals. That was the easiest one of the 250. So easy. I think he kicked the ball with his weaker foot. It was like, I don't even need to kick this with my right foot. You pass the ball to me, then move the hell out the way. Check his betting accounts. I don't think there's a lot of bad rotations for Arteta to land on. Only those Mourinho in midfield rotation are an eyesore. Not only is it an eyesore, it's 5 points dropped, my bro. It is 5 points dropped. Emmy is clear, but Emmy is a snake. Matter of fact, oddly, he was the goalkeeper in goal when we won the FA Cup. Imagine you win the league or the UCL, and it's Odegaard who takes it home as a captain's dude. Yeah, he'll take it home, but they rotate it, they pass it around, innit? And let these soft goals against Liverpool just despite a snake-ass Emi Martinez. Just stay there. Yeah, if you were writing a book or writing a script and you see how he plays versus City and he plays against because they scored off a set piece against City. They weren't playing out from the back and doing all this shit. The first game of the season, go look at it. At home at Villa Park, playing against Newcastle, 60% possession for Newcastle. They did not play out from the back. But he thought with his infinite wisdom, I'm going to go to Liverpool and play out from the back. And start that shit right winger, that Gesson. The damn, that just dribbled the ball to the Liverpool players. And he's doing that to what? Spite Jadon Sancho? He's doing that what? You send Leon Bailey on loan? Or was it a permanent? Either way, Leon Bailey is no longer there. Either one of them at 80% was better than that shit that he started at right wing yesterday. Emmy has dropped off since the World Cup. I think he wants to leave. Like right before the day before the transfer window closed, he was clapping the Villa fans, tears in his eyes, like he was leaving. He was supposed to go to Man United. But apparently Ruben pulled the plug and so like, nah. So now he's just here like I'm gonna sabotage the team and shitbag it. AJ said Jason Guna, I fully agree with that, but he's still better than Raya, in my opinion. Raya ain't going nowhere, boys. Raya is working on his second or third consecutive golden boot. Yeah, leave it. Can I put Marmadashvili back in that Liverpool? Yes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you absolutely can. I'm gonna hear it. Yeah, he's on loan at Roma. So, brother, Leon Bailey, an actual right winger in the modern terms, left-footed right winger. That Guisant, brother, I was like, he was played clean through, man. Head the ball down and was running in slow motion, like he was waiting for Andy Robertson to chase. Who the hell is Robertson chasing down in 2025? And he chased him down and took the ball off him. I have never seen such a poor display. You just beat Man City. And then you go to Liverpool and just pull your pants down. Fucking Unai Emery, man. What an asshole. Salah has been better on his right foot this season. And his left has been in such bad form. Yeah, he did ras one in the top bins against Brentford, didn't it? You know, called it a worldie. And that's what I was telling Tony. You see that worldie that Mo Salah scored against Brentford. But guess what? Brentford still won the game because Brentford scored their 3 goals. The worldie that Szoboszlai scored against us at Anfield should have been the consolation, just like that Salah goal against Brentford. Took it out of the air with his left foot. Bang. Don't tell me about, we were good at Liverpool. We lost to a worldie. Fucking Tony. Tony Claude. I want to hear that shit. I wouldn't say he's better than Raya. You know how they are. They are about the same. Both prone to a mad mistake, either blue. I do think Emi Martinez is better at saving pens. I don't rate listen, if we're going, even if we're in the final, start Kepa in the cup game. In the Champions League, he's going to play Raya. But we expect Kepa to be in the FA Cup and the EFL Cup games. Start Raya in every single one of us. Start Kepa for the pens. If it goes to pens in the knockout, I do not want to see, even in the Champions League, I would not be mad if we get to pens and he knows that he's going to pens and he subs out Raya for fucking Kepa. That's how much I hate David Raya on pens. Raya is Arteta's stepson. He has good hair and he's Spanish. Don't forget the Spanish. You know, if I was managing Arsenal Football Club, yeah, couple of Jamaicans would I get that chance, a tryout. I would say I would start them all, but yo, go down a yard, get some yard, man. Hey, yeah, tryouts. Try out. Hey, Arsenal going for warm weather training. We ain't going to Dubai, motherfucker. We going to St. Anne. We're going to Ocho Rios. We're going to Negril. That's where our warm weather training is going to be. Not in Dubai. You know. Brother, I was watching this, brother. I was like, yo, how? I went and looked him up, and he was at what, Nice? Had good numbers at Nice last year, to be fair. But that performance, he got the ball. I said he's gonna dribble into the crowd and lose the ball, and he dribbled into and lost the ball. Clean through, head the ball down, put the ball at your feet and run with it. Man, chased him down. I was like, this guy here, man. Right, is better on crosses than Emmy. Emmy is better shot stopper. Both mistake prone with the feet. Emmy more prone to an error than Raya. Raya height takes it overall down a notch, though. Yeah, listen, we make sure we plug the left wing hole before we look at another goalie. Because if Arteta signs another goalkeeper, that would be number 7. You know, that'd be more goalkeepers than strikers. I think we got more goalkeepers than strappers now. And what we need to be collecting next is trophies, not goalies. I agree he's not good enough, but we need to get back to Arteta. We never got back. Arteta has to like Emery to get sacked. So just sack Arteta already. On his right foot, Salah always hit the ball instinctively. he needs to do that with his left. Like when he swings with his left foot, it's like a fuck you goal. It was like, kiss my ass. Whoop, hold that. When he swings. I think he scored one like that against United where he just like, I was gonna swing my right foot at it. But Emi Martinez passed the ball to him and moved out the goal. He might as well said Mo. Might as well call his name and just kicked it to him. He couldn't believe it, and this is in the 45th minute plus added time. This is things that you expect a inexperienced squad to do, not a seasoned veteran, a World Cup winner, right? You know how much I hate that tax. Kicked it straight to him. Man's complaining about Raya, just left to complain to Raz. He got E-Ross. Yeah. Raya is getting another golden boot this year, boys. He's getting it. And now, remember Arteta called him an attacking goalkeeper. Remember that? He ain't going nowhere. Not for Oblak, not for Summer, not for Courtois. No, nobody. Raya is our guy. I just don't want him on pens. Raya has had one good game on penalties when he kept diving the same way. Forget who it was. It was against Porto. Against Porto in the quarterfinals, in the round of 16 in the first Champions League campaign, before we drew Bayern Munich. I watched Gasson and I tried to guess how he made it. Brother, guess and. That's his name. Guess and. It's not Gusson. They're like, guess how this brother made it to the. He was running with jeans on. His tech was poor. And if you were Sancho, I understand. I'm not gonna say I'm encouraging you to down tools and that, but if you're watching that brother on the pitch ahead of you because Unai Emery got a wire up his ass, you're like, come on, coach. Come on. He was bad. He was good at Raya is good at stopping. Raya is good at stopping the final ball. Shot stopping is suspect as hell. This is why I said pieces and long shots fuck him up. Was expecting a wall pass from Salah. We should get Unai Simon since he loves Spaniard. Hey. And I think, matter of fact, I think Jason Guna himself had said the bozo moments that Raya has in him is the reason why Unai Simon is the number one starting goalkeeper. Yeah. For Spain. So yeah, big you up for that. Sancho must be wondering, how can I not play? Yeah, bro, this will annoy the shit out of you. Right, this would annoy the shit. You remember when Ozil never used to play before the politics and that, when Unai Emery was here, and we used to hear stories of how well Joe Willock and Granit Xhaka is training. Okay, the hell how you train. Then you go on the pitch every Saturday and Sunday. You see man who you have better quality than is starting and get more minutes than you, and you can affect the game. We've seen this, and it's not a football thing in any aspect of life, right? Where you work in IT or you in my line of work, you see someone who is shit or not performing up to the levels, getting the accolades. You're like, come on. He lasted an hour on the pitch. He should have never came back out at halftime. He should be playing the Europa League games against the shit teams. But he should not have been a starting right wing at Anfield over Sancho. Because that chance that he get when he headed the ball down and got chased down by Robertson, Sancho is making better of that. Not saying he would score, but he's doing better than that. Shorter shots, he is good, but on shots from distance, you can't cut the angle which masks your size. This is his main weakness. His size doesn't cover enough of the goal. So if you know that your size, if you're not the biggest of goalkeepers, then your positioning is even more important. So I get annoyed, even though it was a brilliant strike by Szoboszlai at Anfield. Szoboszlai is right-footed, right? So you know where the ball is going to curl. The ball is going to curl to his left, your right, David Raya. Look at his positioning. Go back and look at that worldie. That's Szoboszlai scored. His positioning. If he takes one step to his left, David Raya, you know the ball is going to be curling away from you. That's when it's dangerous. A ball that's curling towards you gives you the advantage. But a right-footed free kick is going to curl away from you. So position yourself that way. Bang. Raya has annoyed the shit out of me, man. Ozil backed The Turkish president, yeah, Erdogan, and his career was basically over. But I'm talking about the football where the man them they hear that kickball, and that guy who you're better than, or them guys you're better than, and the coach keep picking them because they train well and they show up early and leave late. Motherfucker, I'm not showing up here early and leaving late. This is intramural football. We're not getting paid. This shit is costing me money. So I show up here when I show up, when my work schedule allows it, and we play. But on Saturday during the game, you're going to start, man, because they ran a couple of extra laps in training. Like, what are we doing? Not hearing that, man. But big up to all of you. It was a great discussion, even though I don't know what the hell Sheldon was on. I think Sheldon took a damn Top Gunner pill this morning where he think I was going to come in here and say I'm going to trust Arteta. Nope, I said it. I said it. You can't trust the fart when you have diarrhea, bro. It's bad. It work out bad for you. Raya positioning to stop the final ball, not the shot. He was positioning to stop a floated ball first. But before the ball was struck, everyone moved out the way. Everyone moved. It was Szoboszlai. He knew Szoboszlai was going to kick that ball. No one else was going to kick it. But either way, brother, that training well shit don't matter for nothing when it's on the pitch. Best players, put the best players on. Yeah. So when I hear coaches saying this guy trained well, yeah, I understand that training matters. But using this guy trained well as a reason to play players who set up better tactically and have better quality against the team that you're playing is borderline negligent as a coach. Because I don't think Courtois is getting beat from that distance, from that Szoboszlai shot. No. But big up to the Waffle Don. People, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Big up to every single one of you. Make sure that you are hitting the like. I think the Waffle Don is streaming earlier, but I have to stream in about 20 minutes. But I have to leave now. I would redirect to you, bro, but I let the people know that they're coming over to the Waffle Don. I have to go get some therapy in, and I have to go set up this surprise birthday party for my little man. Got me a 17-year-old. My youngest turned 17 today, so I have to go do some daddy duties. But other than that, love for the love, people. Big up to you every single time. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.